Back with Elite Credit Solutions. Just checking in. I wanted to talk to you today about your student loans. Before we get started, please like, share the video on social media, subscribe if you're not subscribed. I'll be trying to come on here as much as possible to give you some helpful hints. These days, you got to have three things to do much of anything. You got to have God, you got to have a good paying job, and you got to have good credit. I'll help you with the credit, and maybe I'll to help you with the additional income also. But I'm here to help you and hopefully make life better for you and your family. I wanted to talk to you today about your student loans. Many people have been very confused the last 3 or 4 years. The Biden administration went to the Supreme Court to see about writing off several student loans, and they got rejected, but they decided to do it anyway. As you know, for 3 or 4 years, we kept hearing every other day, "Don't pay your student loans. Don't." Everybody's everybody's frozen. Everybody's in deferment. And people didn't really know whether to pay or what was going on. Um, at the end of the Biden administration, the Trump administration put things back the way it used to be. Basically, the student loan program still hasn't been fixed. It's very a lot like the credit system. Um, it's it's broken and it needs restructured, and let's hope Mr. Trump will be able to do that the next few years. Um, I get a lot of people calling me, and they tell I when I ask them about their student loans, they don't know the status, they don't know what's going on. You don't want to be in deferment from the student loan, no matter what's going on, whether you can pay it or can't pay it or whatever. Student loan people have more rights than any other creditor. They can come after assets. They can garnish your wages. They can come after your bank account. Um, and there has been talk of a lot of that. So you don't want to put you and your family in a bad position just because you didn't pick the phone up. I know by nature people don't want to call people they owe money to. I would tell you communication is a big problem in America today. But this is one thing you don't want to bypass or avoid. I suggest for every one of you to call your student loan company, have a discussion. What's the status of my student loan? Find out if you're in deferment. If you need to be in deferment, you need to be in deferment. They still have that old list of 100, 200 reasons not to pay the student loan. I'm not advocating not paying your student loan. I'm just saying, they have several reasons. Whatever your reason is, you're struggling, you don't make enough, something. They're going to ask for some paperwork. I think they've made some changes to the income driven program. So you want to ask about that. Sometimes they could just give you a 6 month deferment until things get better. Um, but they're going to ask you for some paperwork, or they'll have you some questions, and that'll at least put it in deferment or whatever. If you want to start paying it, by all means, it's a debt you incurred, and start making some payments. Um, the uh, the Trump administration is not necessarily being cold by um, not forgiving student loans. They are still forgiving some student loans because there's a lot of student loans that were given from bad schools that maybe didn't have the certification. They made wrong promises, and uh, and I would tell you the student loan program's very broken. I remember when I went to school, you get your disbursement check. Let's say you get it on whatever February 1st, and you have to pay the school a certain amount of money. You've got another $1,000 left. Of course, you're going to buy a big screen TV. You're going to order pizza that night, and those things should not be. People are running up $100,000 of debt, and they have a basic business or basket weaving degree, and that should have been stopped a long time ago. I do think the schools are overcharging. There's some funny stuff going there also, but these days, if you haven't been given the advice and you're considering going back to school, I gave my dad was a retired school teacher. My mom was a banker, and they expressed the importance of getting a college degree. But back in my day, it was just getting the piece of paper. It didn't really matter if it was in basket weaving. Get a bachelor's degree in basket weaving, and then we kind of went through a phase where everybody was getting business degrees. That was the that was the main thing for everybody to do. And then, when I had kids, I gave them a little bit different speech. I'm not 100% convinced that everybody needs to go to school. I think vocational schools should have never closed down. We need to spend some money. Uh, there's people out there that could be great welders. I think we ought to offer CDL classes in high school, even. And there's people that are just not made for college, but they can make tons and tons of money with some of these other career positions. We need to support that. That's my 5 minutes. What political stand? If I were running for president or whatever, that's one thing I would do. Um, so to sum it up, call your student loan people. Let them know your situation. If you're going to start making payments, great. If you're not, give them what they need to defer. The student loan people, a lot like we were saying, people that owe money, student loan people are terrible at communications. The first of the year, I was getting first of 2025, I was getting a whole bunch of calls because they restarted all these student loans, but nobody sent messages out to tell people. A lot like the media wanted to tell you don't pay them, but they didn't tell you to start paying them. So, my suggestion when working with any of the student loan groups, if they tell you your deferment ends in July the 1st or something, put a little calendar reminder in your calendar, your online calendar, to remind you to call them again. You always want to stay in touch with the student loan people. And they're not gonna be proactive to send you the thing and say it's time to do it again or whatever. So you got to jump on the phone 6 months from now or whatever they tell you. If they tell you a year, then put a reminder for a year. You don't want those things. If you're late with a student loan, that's 35% of your payment history is 35% of your FICO score. And the ones I'm talking to are all of a sudden seeing 90-day lates. So you're taking, and some of these people that are calling me had 750 credit score. Now they got a 550. So I'm giving you some really good advice. Your next day off, or as soon as you possibly can, call the student loan people, make those arrangements, put your little reminder in your calendar, and stay in touch with them. There's no other way around that program. I hope and pray you do get forgiven. That would be a wonderful thing for you and your family. And if not, make the best of the decisions you made in the past, and make it work, and keep trying to be successful and be the best person you can possibly be. That's all I have for you today. Don't forget to subscribe, like the video, share on social media, stay in touch with me. If we can ever help you with any of your credit repair needs, I would be happy to help you. My number is 813-317-6776. We're open 7 days a week, till 12 o'clock midnight. We're always here to help you and give advice. We're starting our 17th year soon. We've got a lot of great reviews. We've won several awards, and I can give you 100 reasons why we should be working together. We do traditional old-fashioned credit repair. We don't participate in the membership type of program that a lot of these other groups are trying to do. You get the real thing with us. So please give us a call. My number again is 813-317-6776. I hope you have a great day. Get ready for a great 2026. It's only a couple days away. Thank you.